Hello and welcome to the second video of the series on how to prepare an outstanding presentation and impress your audience even if you are totally new to the presentation designing. That's our bold claim. Okay, my name is Harish Kesani and I am the founder of Researcher Digital where we help clients building sales presentation that converts the deals like a clockwork. We have designed more than 2000 plus presentations through which our clients have pitched multi-million funding and won contracts worth of millions in their businesses. So you can be sure that we know a few things about the trade, and with this video series I will help you to get the same results like our clients have in their businesses. But before I talk about what should be done, I want to clarify a few things that should not be done. You see, people and companies in general simply copy the text from the website or brochure and paste it into the presentation, which defeats the entire purpose of the preparing the presentation. Writing a PowerPoint is entirely different from writing web content or video script, or for that matter, brochure. In this video, you will learn how to write a powerful presentation which can shift the mindset of the audience. Okay, let's dive in. Number one thing I want to encourage you to know the intent of your presentation. Is it an educational presentation? Do you want to sell a product or service through this presentation? Are you sharing your company profile and want to impress the audience? Or you are pitching an idea to an investor for a fund? Remember this, your intent is important as it will decide the flow of the presentation and the content you will write for it. For example, if your intent is to educate your audience through PowerPoint presentation, then you need to be informative. You should have the relevant images, graphics, and videos, etc. Depending upon the target audience age, their education, and background, you might want to change the information. For that matter, if you are writing for an investor pitch presentation, you must write shorter but powerful sentences and complement the text with the proof or stats. You must highlight the keywords to give additional emphasis and write to inspire the investor. My next tip for writing a powerful presentation write up is to research your audience. That means you should be aware whom you are going to present this presentation. Look, you cannot present a thesis to a second grade child. This is why research on your audience is very important. The audience research will help you to decide many important points which will impact the text in the presentation. You should know the basic information about them, like what is the age group of the audience, what is their educational background, and what language do they understand well. Alright, the next tip for writing an impressive and engaging presentation is to write only 3 to 5 pointers in a slide. Yes, writing content in paras is not the good approach. We all have seen boring text rich presentations in our lives where all you can see is text typed in 12 font and some stretch images attached to them, which makes you more confused than before. Look, it is very important to understand that PowerPoint is a tool for visual communication. The text in the presentation is to complement the visuals. Let visual media do its job and keep your text as less as possible. Okay, the next step in writing a presentation that converts is to limit your writing to no more than 3 to 5 pointers each slide. Remember, 40 interesting visually rich slides are always better than 10 text rich slides. You should always split the slides rather than merge two or more slides. The objective here is to show one and only one concept to your audience and give them the maximum clarity on it. Here you can see three forces working together without overwhelming the audience. My advice is to find the balance and write keeping your audience experience in mind. Here in this next table, you will see the impact of each type, like one title or one pointer plus solid image and design is equal to maximum impact. Second, two or three pointers plus image and design is equal to average impact. And third, more than three pointers plus image and design is equal to below average impact. But finally, the slide which is full of text, there is no image, is ultimately going to give you the poor experience and negative impact. The above formula can give you the quick test for your current presentation and its impact on your audience. If one or multiple pointers are not driving one and only one single idea, then better put those pointers into the separate slides. The next thing you can do to write a wonderful presentation is to write creatively. Look, writing a presentation is tougher than writing a blog or article, and that is why people who are good at writing blogs, books, etc., are usually not very good presentation script writer. With word limitation, presentation writer has to think creatively and understand that he is writing for a medium that will be accompanying the visuals. Thus, text in the PowerPoint presentation must always be written by keeping images or context in mind. It requires a great deal of imagination for writing PowerPoint by keeping its combination with images. Alright, my next step is to consider pointers as headline clear, precise, and powerful. Each line of the statement should be solid and written in a way that entices the audience to read or listen to the next line. A weak pointer destroys the narrative and the audience attention, which will lead to the distraction, like checking the emails, drinking coffee, or even worse, walking out of the room for fresh air. A PowerPoint writer must be the biggest critic of his or her work. While writing pointers or headlines, writer should be very careful about impact that he wants to give to the audience. The most crucial thing is to not include pointers at all if they do not bring value. In PPT, we prioritize quality over quantity. Okay, with this, let me share the checklist of the criteria through which you will comfortably find out what may be the added and what may be the discarded in your presentation script. While writing, validate each of your pointers on the following and then decide to keep in script. Number 1. Is this adding value to their presentation? Number 2. Is it knowledgeable? Number 3. Is it amazing? Number 4. Is it an interesting story? And number 5. Is there any room for the designer to add images on the basis of the pointer? If answer is no, then reduce the text. Remember, PowerPoint is a visual media of communication. Write accordingly. Another mistake that I see frequently is repetition. Understand this, there is a difference in reinforcement and repetition. Listening to the same point in different word is repetition. Don't repeat the same point. I don't care even if it is in the refined language or the modified version or sophisticated than earlier or generalized or specialized one. The fact that you waste their time by saying the same thing over and over and they will not like you for wasting their time. I'm saying it nicely because otherwise it's going to be like they are going to hate you. While the presentation writer is writing to reinforce the main point or benefit, at least that what they think, it is still the repetition. For example, if you present that X product has Y benefit, then in any other slide, you may say that apart from Y benefit, there is another benefit which is like Y plus 1. This is reinforcement as you still write Y but adding 1 to it, it's reinforcement, keeping it fresh. The table you see on the screen might help you to understand that what is original, what is repetition, and what is reinforcement. Alright, now if you write your presentation keeping these points in mind, you will surely get high engagement and positive results like most of our clients do. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the step-by-step guide how to write most powerful presentation. In my next video, you will learn how to use presentation software like PowerPoint to design your first presentation. Leave your comments down below and I see you in next video.